Hello to all of my friends. This is Gali Lucy. Today we are at July 2026 and I'm doing a prediction regarding to the EU, the European Union. What will happen to this organization? What was the meaning and the aim of this organization? Okay, before we start, I'm just letting you know that I'm using the Lenormand card. They are not my cards, but I know how to deal and how to read them easily and simply. And you have the link inside my website directly to Amazon to purchase them with my guidebook in many languages. Okay, you can use the card and you can learn by yourself. It's very easy to understand the cards. So let's start. We are spreading the card in three and we are dealing them and we are reading. Every time we are reading two cards, okay? Two pairs of cards, okay. This organization was supposed to be very loving and caring and uniting. We are united together and we are as one, but the purpose wasn't good. The purpose was to control the population for the bad, okay? So they come with an illusion of uniting the population together. The second card talk about men, minority of men controlling the masses, prime ministers, okay? Most of the prime ministers, the men, most of the men, the prime minister, the people in the political people, okay, worldwide, they liked to mix the gender. So the man was a woman and the woman was a man. Mostly the men were born women, okay, and most the women were born men. It's all mixed up. In order for them to give the men the opportunity to get into the Aquarius age disguised as women and still control as it was in the Pisces age, which we are separating from. So where men's were in control, men's were in the government, we can see it here, men, minority of men in the government controlling the population. The main goal of this organization was worldwide government. Okay, we can see it's very easy to use the card and to understand them. We can see the worldwide and you can see the government, but it wasn't good, it was the bad. Since the corona, now we understand what is this government was. The one to delete the population, the one to control the population. We are seeing the plan, we are seeing the truth. Since the corona, the truth about government, who are those government? And they are very bad. Okay, because they wanted to, their aims was to build a worldwide organization of world government and to destroy the world, destroy the life of the citizen and the Europe and then in the rest of the world. Okay, let's move on. Now we are talking about the third line. We have the establishment of the worldwide government. Okay, this is what they wanted to do. This is what they're playing. There is an anchor, but the anchor have been changed. The door of the darkness is closing and the door of the light is opening. There is a plan. The one who changed the plan behind the scene is America. Okay, it represents America, Statue of Liberty. And the good forces of the good countries, the BRICS countries, the money is going to turn. It's make me understand that this government, okay, just a minute. This worldwide government was controlling the money, receiving a bunch of money, and now they have a kind of a trouble because they don't get much money, especially when United States have separated themselves from the worldwide health organization that was connected to this organization also, because the worldwide, and probably United States gave something or donate or I don't know, support financially with money this organization, this so-called organization. I'm talking about the bad America that was before Trump arrived. Now the picture is starting to look better. The white hats are in control, and America took their money or don't support this organization anymore. Once you don't bring them money and you don't support with financial, this organization is collapsing step by step. America was doing it in order to save the children, to save the next generation as much as they can. Just a minute. Okay. Saving the children, if we are taking the 3 card, you can see to save the children who was in the dark, who was under the ground, who was sad beneath the ground, behind the scene, behind the mountain. Okay, saving the children. And now we have this operation of saving the children. America is doing it behind the scene with the BRICS countries with success. They cannot save 100% of them, of the children, but there is a program, there is a plan to save them, okay, to execute those criminals and to save the children. The next line, okay? Next line talking about this program to save the children, to collapse the EU, while the EU is projecting themselves about the things that they are doing. And the people worldwide they are awakening up, because they see that this organization does not care about the population. They care about themselves. They care about their world government that they wanted to establish, and nothing is going to be established because they are executed. America is executed them in Gitmo and many military courts. Okay, so one side it says it's a sad story because it's not a much time to save 100% of the children, but it is a professional tactic, professional program to bring justice, to take those criminals into court and to execute them behind the scene, and in Gitmo, even in front of the public, to do a public judgment, and to judge them. She tells me also many high figures in this organization already executed them, and there are silicone mask on their face, because there are a bunch of actors in every government, in every Congress. We have to be very picky and to listen and to hear and to be like a philosopher, just to be a wise person. People who are searching, reaching for the truth, investigating. This is what we have to do. we have to understand that you cannot collapse them at once. It's going to be step by step. Within 3 units of time, it can be 3 days until 3 years from now, they will be gone. There is 3 here, 2 plus 1 is 3 here. This is the destiny of the European. And what was the lesson? Not to believe the government, because those criminals brought into each country massive of immigrant, saying that the immigrant are suffering in their country and they must bring them in. It's a lie. Because if you want to help those citizens, you need to help them in their country, with their language, with their culture. You don't take a culture and bring in millions of refugees inside Europe. And the aim was to destroy Europe from within, because they were from the Reich, World War II, Germany. They belonged to the Reich. They were like a sibling to figures from the Reich. And we are separating now, finally, from the people from the Reich. I don't like to say the word started with N. Okay? I call them people from the Reich, because their generation, mainly the blonde woman, which she is a man, she is the head of the snake in the EU, and she is a man, and she was related to Reich, people in her families. They telling me things are going to be revealed under the ground. Many destruction, maybe floods, I don't know, earthquake, because people are, it's not the people, it's this planet. The earth is shaking, the truth is shaking, it's bubbling, it's coming out. This is the destiny of Europe. Okay, later on we will talk about the refugees. We are separating from this age of criminals, helping us. All of them want to help us in hospital, in government, and the doctors, those figures in the Congress, in the Parliament. It's worldwide, not only in the EU, not only in the EU, but worldwide. This card represents that most of the High Reich, the Fourth Reich people that were inside the EU were already executed. Okay, it's the end of era. Those who wanted to build a worldwide government is executed already, mainly at the time of the corona. The prime ministers and many criminals were taken to Gitmo jail and were executing them by crimes against humanity. If we are asking related to the refugees, when will the refugees are going to send home in general in the EU? Let me see, just a minute. When will the refugees are going to send home from the EU? Government, men, most of the refugees are men, cutting them, sending them back. Okay? For them, it's a sad story. But they will be offered money to go back home. And that was the motive that will motivate them in the public. You don't have to chase them. You give them money and they will go back home. This is the destiny of Europe, to pay back to the old days once they were slaves in Europe. We're talking about 1,000 years ago. And that will be for many years. You cannot deport them all together in 1 year. It's going to take time. Also, it says that in order for the government to destroy, and not to destroy, to release, to send back those refugees home, they will send back more people, even their children, more people who were inside Europe for many years, and that will be a cleaning time, okay? Cleaning time from above. Mainly it will come with the understanding, because once they will given money, they will go back. And you ask me, of course, when it's going to start. When is going to start the refugees are going back, and when it's going to start once the European Union is going to be down and for good. So let's start. The European, the EU, the European Union, when it's going to be off for good. 5. Okay, 5. Around 5 units of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4. 1 unit is 5. 5 and 5. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So within 5 units of time, the EU will be vanished for good. It's not going to be in 1 day, but they're going to be reduced, and then that's it. You don't have to be afraid of that, because there is something in 2029 that the government is going to change, and step by step each country are going to connect to separate from the EU. This is what's going to happen. 3 years ahead of us, 2029, and 2029 begin a half years before. The second chapter of 2028 is already 2029. Okay? Each country is going to be disconnecting from the EU, and it's going to be from good. People will not notice that, but they will hear it after that. And when will the refugees are going to be let go, to send them home again for good? 2028 is the main 4, 5 years. Okay, 4, 3. Okay, 2002. Okay. Not all of them are going to send home very easily, because the immigration will do many effort to catch them and to send them back. But you have to do it very politically and very calm and very wise, because most of them are Muslims and they can be extreme. And you cannot kick them out like that. You need to be very wise to do it right. The people in Europe, you have to guide together. Men are guiding together, protecting, mostly at night, in evening, mostly, to protect the citizen in Europe, because God have brought those Muslims into Europe in order to close a karma from 1,000 years ago, and in order to harass the population, because once you are harassing the population is getting united together. So it's for For the sake of the population, for the health of the population. You don't need police because you don't trust police. You need the people to guide together and to protect themselves. The refugees in Europe, this is a general, but generally the refugees will be sent home. 2027, it's starting. It's even starting, it says in this September 2026. It's already started. Not in every country, because it's a general question regarding to all the country under the EU. 2027 will be the year that it's going to be lots of people. 2027 until 2028, 90% of the refugees and the people who are not supposed to be in the EU, that are staying in Europe for several years, even before the refugees came. So it's a good story. It's a good plan. Once you understand the plan, you need to understand that everything comes from God. God is God. They are very good in making a chaos. Once you have a chaos, then you can recreate again. There are a bunch of people inside Europe that don't belong to Europe even before those refugees arrive to Europe. And now each government has the opportunity to set free, to delete and to let go from all those people who are destroying the country in the silence or behind the scene. This is a time to clean up those criminals in the government, in the parliament, in the EU, in the Congress, in every parliament all around the world. This is a good plan. The end of the old people. I'm not talking the old the age of the people. I'm talking of the old era of the people, the corrupted people who destroy their lives of their citizen, because it's a treason. Once you don't protect your own citizen, then you will be ended in Gitmo, and you will be sentenced to immediate death. Okay? The only thing we need to do is to speak up, to talk. You don't have to destroy anything. You have to guide yourself together, to unite together in order to protect yourself. The refugees, God have brought the refugees inside Europe in order to wake up the population to understand that their government in each country are not supporting them, because the government will go to the benefit of the refugees instead of the benefit of the citizen. It's in order to show the citizen what is their government, because government worldwide governments were always the enemy from within. And we didn't understand that. It's not only one, it's 99% of the government. And things are going to be fixed, because all this chaos is going to bring some good things into it seems like sad, but it's not sad. It's a start of a new world, not a new world order. It's a new world of changing for the better of humanity, while millions are dying from liquid they took into their arms in the corona, and the world is changing for the better. We have to be patient. We have to unite together You have to be tactic, okay? Because there is a force behind the scene leading us to a wonderful world again. The power come back to the citizen, to their homes, and family are being caught. I'm sorry to say that. I wrote it in my books because we don't need families. We are all families. We are all big family, and we need to protect ourselves because in the previous age, people took care only to their members, to their families. That was, this thing would happen in the Kabbalah or in the secret society. They always took care of each other in a small group. Now we are all family worldwide and we will take care of each other. Also, people in Europe are going to receive a lot of money. It can take within 3 or 4 years from now. America is going to change the world, to change the rules inside Europe. Not only America, also Russia. They will be given an opportunity for the citizen of the EU to be a citizen of Russia without even deporting themselves to Russia. And they also will receive a bunch of good things and money from the government of Russia because whole Europe is will be under the good control of Russia. You don't have to be afraid. We are going back as it should be. Okay, this is the plan of the creation. This is the program. Because in the past, it was a Tsar in Russia that was supposed to take over for good, to conquer all Europe. And Europe was supposed to be in a better place, but the Cabal murdered him and his family, and Anastasia, the relative of Anastasia, is Melania and so on. But government are going to change. We are going out of government. Okay? Because America and Russia also will release the public. And not only release the public, release the truth about what was in the hidden. What was in the hidden. And people will wake up. So you don't have to be afraid about Russia taking control. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. You will have lots of privilege. Russia, okay. The government is dead. Not in Russia. The government is dead. You have a knowledge. You are investigating, not conspirative, but investigating. At home, receiving information. No more control of the government. The government is not going to be off very quickly. It's going to take time. But we are going to unite together because thanks for the harassment of the government. Russia will lead Europe to a better place because the current situation is not good if we are still with this program. What will do Russia? What will Russia do? Russia will bring health. Russia will bring happiness to the citizen in Europe. Russia will bring something good. 17, the forces of the light, the white hats. This is Russia. And it's going to be wonderful with Russia. The public in Russia, not in Russia, the whole Europe. New era is arriving, saving the children, mainly from Ukraine. Okay, children who were beat up, saving the children. What is the purpose? Russia. Releasing the truth, giving sun to the people, healing them, helping them. Russia is not a bad person. They are the good ones. Everything is the opposite. So you have this layout of the card, and you have the opportunity to understand a bit about the plan of the creation. Everything is wonderful. Everything will happen for the better of the citizen. You only need to believe in God, because all this chaos God created in order for population, the citizen in Europe and worldwide, to unite together. You don't have to be violent. You need to be protective. You don't have to burn and to destroy. You have to rebuild different infrastructures. The only thing you need to do is to unite together. It's very easy. And everything will happen because it already happened. And I'm telling you the truth. It's a different truth about the future, what will happen. Remember that everything already happened because I came from there to tell you what will happen. Oh, many words. Thank you for listening, and put a smile on your face. Always believe in God, because it's going to be amazing. Again, Gali Lucy.